Hey guys, welcome back to the Real Deal podcast. As always, I'm your host Keeona, and my voice is back. Thank the non-laryngitis gods, but but I am here with Zach and Kat.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Good.
I'm just vibing.
Yeah, it's a vibe. Hashtag. But for today's episode, we are going to be talking none other than all things Disney in the company, or like whatever Disney has to offer us, or whatever we can tell about Disney. And this is not planned, but my hair looks like Mickey ears. Literally, and they're a little too tight, but I'll fix that later. But well, I guess I'm going to go into the discussion, and we were just talking about this right before we started, that Bob Iger has returned as the CEO of Disney, which I did not know until, I knew that we were going to be talking about this. I was like, he left? I didn't even know he left.
So do we know why he left?
I think he probably got a better job offer elsewhere, and then
Decided to come back?
yeah, and
Okay. Let me just ask this one question. You're the CEO of Disney, and they're like $1 billion company. You would want to leave that for... I want to... Now that you say that, I'm
You've got to the top.
Yeah.
Where else are you gonna go?
he got sick at the top.
exactly. Like,
I mean,
what
okay.
kind of job offer did you get in order to leave Disney, which is $1 billion company? Like, literally.
No, but it's funny the time when he left, because this is also when I found out Bob Iger wasn't with Disney anymore. So I saw a report on Twitter where it said that the Disney CEO, when on topic of animation, he said, well, we really don't want to focus on too much of children's animation because it's for children. We want to focus on adult content as well. And if you're the CEO of one of the biggest animation companies and you say, hey, animation is a genre for kids, that's not a good look. And like for a minute when I heard Disney CEO, I was like, Bob, come on, Bob, you're better than that. And then I realized, wait, who took Bob's job? And then after that, very shortly after that, Bob came back. I'm like, that's coincidental.
Yeah, and I just want to say one thing. What is your version of adult programming? Like...
Yeah.
Because for all that we all know when it comes to Disney, they always try to PG-13 everything. So when they say
Yeah.
adult content, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Disney is catered towards kids.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
what do you I don't get that either.
And to say that animation, animated movies are for kids, we were kids, and and us as adults, we still watch animated movies. So
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of animated movies that they've made and they've funded, they are genuinely really great films that anyone can enjoy. Like Ratatouille is such a great film about art,
one
and
of my
anyone can
favorites.
create anything.
Yeah.
The Incredibles, it's such a great drama that is also it's also for kids. And
Exactly.
Stuff. But
Finding Nemo.
yeah, it's, oh my god, Monsters Inc. Those are a lot of Pixar stuff, but even Disney themselves, a lot of their classic films like The Lion King, my parents, they are they're not kids, and they still to this day, turn on The Lion King and stuff. I remember they sent me a
Exactly.
photo of my dog, watching The Lion King attentively with the lions and everything.
Wait,
It was
which one though?
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah, and so to say that animation is just nothing but a genre for kids, it is so goofy. It's there are some animated films that literally are for kids.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, just putting them in the category of kids films, it's just no, it's...
But also when you're making a movie catered towards kids, you know that the parents are going to also be watching this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you throw in some jokes that the parents are going to appreciate.
Yeah, like in the Minions movie, you just throw in a Pulp Fiction reference out of nowhere, and then
Yeah.
the parents are like, what? So, yeah.
Yeah, and on top of that, my mom's favorite Disney movie is Beauty and the Beast. Because I remember she told me when she was little, the two movies that she watched religiously growing up was Wizard of Oz and Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
And she still watches it to this day. Whenever I watch it, or whenever my niece watch it, or whenever it comes on the TV. I don't think she's seen the live action version. I might have to ask her after that. But yeah, she still watches Beauty and the Beast and Finding Nemo. I loved that movie growing up, and still to this day we watch it. And now it's kind of fun seeing how I've watched it and how my 2-year-old niece is now watching it. I'm just reminding myself I used to be her exact same age watching it when I was. So, and besides, when it comes to kids, parents watch animated movies or kid-like friendly movies with their kids all the time. So the fact that somebody from Disney would have the audacity to say that,
Yeah.
like, it's ridiculous. Since when does movies and artwork have to be confined in one genre?
Yeah, and especially because Beauty and the Beast was nominated for Best Picture.
Oh,
People
yeah.
loved that movie, and to this day they still love it. So yeah.
In my opinion, probably one of the best live action remakes of a Disney movie. Like The Lion King, when they came out with that, I was a little skeptical at first. Only because, like, as much as I love Beyonce, to have an artist like her be in a movie that's so, like, beloved by so many, for her to play, like, the role of Nala. I wasn't opposed to it, but then when I saw the movie, I was like, I don't know, there were a few things that were changed, and then there was one song in particular that didn't make the movie, and Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen, they played Timon and Pumbaa, and then they did like this whole reference to Beauty and the Beast in one part of the movie. I was like, this isn't Beauty and the Beast, this is The Lion King. And with Beyonce playing Nala, I feel like she wasn't in it for like a good chunk of the movie, I feel like. So that's why I was a little disappointed by the remake. It wasn't terrible. I loved it, but I don't know, that's just me. But
Honestly, I forgot the remake existed.
They're making another one.
That
Why?
I heard. I'm just like.
It wasn't good the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it made them over $1 billion. So I mean, yeah, it's. I guess because like people focus on the box office, not the ratings and stuff, which is sad. But
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of animated movies, just like, I don't know, it's just like a preference, but I'm also, that's what Disney is known for.
Yeah.
That's what Disney is.
Yeah. And
I feel like them rebranding is a bad choice.
Yeah, and something that I've noticed recently is that Disney themselves have kind of been slacking with the animation recently. Like,
You think so?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like so many other studios are doing the Spider-Verse effect where they're taking inspiration from that film, like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Mitchell's vs. the Machines, like these really great
Did you
films.
say the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse, the movie.
That was such a good movie.
Yeah, and like Disney is still like 3D perfect models, and it's just like, but can you spice it up, like, or go back to 2D, do a mix of 2D and 3D or something, do something different with the animation, like that'd be so cool. But it's just, I don't know, like
Disney is just, there's too many things that they fall under now that they don't know where to go.
Yeah.
So it feels like they're just focusing their efforts on too many things.
Yeah.
Another thing too, and usually Disney, they have all these big announcement events where they announce new movies. They're making another Toy Story movie. Why?
Okay. Here's my
Toy
thing.
Story should have ended a while ago.
Yeah. Here's the
Right.
thing. I think all four of the Toy Story movies, hot take, they're all very great movies. I don't think either of them are bad in any way. That's my hot take. And so
No,
when they
I
I
agree.
wasn't, but I wasn't a big fan of Toy Story 4. I will say that, because me and my sister, while I was on winter break, we were actually talking about this because my niece loves Toy Story 4. Like, she even has the Forky toy, and whenever she has it, she says, Forky! It's so cute. But, we were actually talking about it, and then I told her, like, why can't Andy just live his adult life in peace? Like,
Yeah.
because after the third movie, he went to college.
Just like all those dang toys again. But my thing, the way I'm looking at it is that since they haven't made a bad movie yet, right now, I think Toy Story 5 is unnecessary. I'd rather them not have it. But also, there's in the back of my mind, I'm like, wait, let them cook. Like, they haven't made a bad movie yet. Maybe they do have a good story to tell.
Just think, quit while you're ahead.
Yeah.
They're
So
also,
yeah,
they're also making another Frozen. That I expected.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
yeah.
expected.
Frozen is one of the most watched movies of all time.
Billions and billions of dollars. It's so popular that Disney will not stop referencing Let It Go in their other movies. In Zootopia, Let It Go. In Encanto, weird Let It Go reference. It's like, yeah, you gotta let it go. That was almost 10 years ago. So,
You know, I didn't think of it that way until you actually brought it up. I'm like, huh, okay.
Yeah.
But then once I saw that news that they were making all these like new movies from Toy Story and Frozen, they actually asked the question, like, what Disney movie has come out in the past that you would love to see remade or made into a sequel? I said The Princess and the Frog too.
Ratatouille.
Yes.
Ratatouille.
okay, my thing is, I wouldn't answer that because a lot of the movies I'm like, I don't want a sequel with it because I don't want them to ruin it.
Right, I don't want it messed up, but
Well,
also
yeah.
I'm really good at just being like, oh, this doesn't exist if it ends up being bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right here on screen. I'm sure nobody at Disney is watching this, so
No, they're watching.
Oh yeah,
they
totally.
are watching. They
Yeah.
are watching. Okay, so
Oh boy.
you guys aren't gonna do it, so I'm gonna say it. Treasure Planet 2. You won't do it because it bombed the first time, but I would. Oh my god, it'd make you guys lose money. But Treasure Planet 2.
That movie gave me the creeps when I was little. I
I've
was like,
never seen it.
It is so
With-
fun. Like it's not one of their best, but it's
that
such a
was
fun
with
movie.
that was with Nick Cage, right?
No,
Wait, what am I thinking of? Like,
wait,
was it?
did Jake Gyllenhaal? I don't know if Jake Gyllenhaal voiced him like in the movie. I don't know. I don't
I don't know.
remember.
I'm thinking of. I don't know whether I'm thinking of National Planet or wait. No. Wait, let me see.
Oh, National Treasure.
Cause
National Treasure?
Yeah. Wait, have you seen National Treasure?
No, I've seen
Oh,
it.
okay.
But to get Treasure Planet and
yeah, Nick
National
Cage.
Treasure
National
confused.
Treasure. Nick Cage was in that movie.
I mean, they're both.
You're thinking of a different movie.
Wait, what?
This is not the movie we're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not the movie we're talking about, but I mean, they both are look for treasure, I guess. But
Oh wait, what movie did you say?
Treasure Planet.
Oh. Okay. Because I'm like, wait, I'm thinking of National Treasure, and then you said Treasure Planet. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I get it.
Also, Treasure Planet has one of my favorite trailers of all time. I remember seeing it on repeat whenever I watch like Monsters Inc. DVD, and it's just everything about that trailer is so good.
Actually, Joseph Gordon-Levitt voiced it.
Oh yeah, okay. I knew like it was. I hesitated with Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm like, I don't think it's him, but
Nah.
yeah. No, you won't do the sequel, but
No,
yeah, that's-
they will now.
Oh,
now that
now?
they've heard us.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
green.
now
It's
that they
greenlit?
know that this is what we need, this is what the real deal is saying needs to happen, they'll do it.
Oh, and you know what? One of my favorite Disney movies of all time, and it's so underrated, Brother Bear. I love Brother Bear. They made it
Yeah.
too, but even though I know they won't make a third one because, one of the stars passed away years ago, and Joaquin Phoenix, he played the title character Kenai, but then it changed to Patrick Dempsey in the sequel. I'm like, but that's just one of my favorite Disney movies, and that's the thing. I'm just trying to look at underrated Disney movies that have come out but not really had like a good success as other Disney movies had, to see if they are potential enough for a sequel, because I feel like they do have more potential. But then to piggyback off what you were saying, if they were to do a sequel, like you would be afraid if they were to mess it up. I feel like it just depends on if they have the right director and the right writers and the right producers for it. But then at the same time, I don't know who said it, but you said Disney hasn't really made a bad movie so far. So I'm just like, I'm down for anything. But
for Toy Story.
Disney has made plenty of bad movies.
Yeah, they've made plenty of bad movies, but
Okay.
Toy Story, I think they have made a bad Toy Story. So like right now, I'm like, let them cook. But there's a side of me that's just like, yeah, but it could be bad. I don't know. So
There's a
I don't
lot. I'm a big fan of quitting while you're ahead.
yes,
Like,
yes.
if you try too hard and you just keep adding and adding and adding, eventually it's not going to be as good as it was. Like, you just keep adding seasons. I'm talking about Supernatural now.
Hey,
it just gets worse and worse and worse.
My friend-
easy there.
It gets bad after season 7.
I saw all 15 seasons. In
and
2
it
months.
half of them are good.
I was gonna add to the
I'm
conversation,
biased.
but
I
I'm
like
not
all
gonna
the
let
seasons.
this.
Well, season 8 and 9 were my favorite, but
I haven't watched
careful.
Supernatural, but I've heard stuff that happened in Supernatural, like from one of my friends, like literally a few days ago. I'm just like, what they do?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna get off the topic of Supernatural. I don't want I have nothing to add to it. I'm not a fan in any way, but yeah.
I'm looking at you
That
like-
was nothing against Supernatural.
Oh, I'm against Supernatural.
okay, you get a pass, but
I'm against Supernatural. And I'm the type of person who is currently rewatching Doctor Who. Like,
oh,
that, like, I'm a big fan of nerdy shows,
yeah.
but Supernatural is bad. It gets bad, it gets homophobic, it gets sexist.
Okay,
I'm not gonna watch something like that.
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And when the writing starts going bad, why would I?
Okay, I get it. I get where you're coming from, but I just love that show so much.
And I think that's a good part of like Disney is that like there's a nostalgia like you have for Supernatural that like people are scared of it continuing and branching out and getting bigger. because of the nostalgia they had when they were children. Because it's never going to be the same as when you were a kid.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Like, some people are against, like, new TV shows or movies because, like you said, like, I'd rather you just stop. Like, I get that, and I understand that. And, in some cases it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. So it's kind of like, there's, like, not really a right or a wrong. It's just, like, somewhere in the middle. So. But I do get where you're coming from, so.
Speaking of quitting while you're ahead, also back on Disney, it's a Disney-owned corporation, but speaking of quitting while you're ahead, Kevin Feige announced that he wants the MCU to go on for 80 more years.
80 more years?
He says that he wants it to go on as long as the comics, and it's like, I'm sorry, but you guys are already showing your age with, like, here's the thing, a lot of Phase 4 was not good. Here's the thing, Phase 1 through 3, they had their stinkers, but it felt like a cohesive story in some way, and it was exciting to watch. And now,
it's also when most of them aren't bad.
Yeah.
But with Phase 4, most of them were bad.
Yes.
And I feel like when you said that, that's kind of like an unrealistic goal that you have. Like,
Yeah.
80 years, like, who knows if you're going to... Well, no, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah,
that's
but,
bad,
and also the thing is, like, a lot of filmmakers, like, there are so many, like, just, like, decades where, like, there was, like, a kind of thing that was, like, big, like, a genre that was big in cinema. Like, in the 80s, we had, like, slashers and thrillers and stuff. There were so many movies made of those. In the 60s and 50s, of course, there were westerns, and those died fast when they did. And so a lot of filmmakers have been saying that very soon there's going to be a superhero, like, those movies are going to die off. Like, nobody's going to like them anymore. Because the same thing happened with westerns. We don't get that many slashers as we did in the 80s. Because they made, like, 15 Nightmare... Yeah, they made, like, 15 Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that. So I feel like, especially with Phase 5 and 4, like, showing, like, how it's just kind of meh, I feel like it's coming by the end of this decade. Mm-hmm. And if like, they're still big by the end of this decade, I'd be genuinely surprised. But, yeah, because right now they're just relying on nostalgia. Like, they're bringing back Michael Keaton in the Flash movie. Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Supposedly for Secret Wars, they're bringing back anyone that's ever played a superhero in the Marvel movies.
I meant to ask you that. Did you see the trailer?
For what?
The Flash.
Oh, yeah, it looks eh. Like,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
Has nothing to do with Disney, but, like...
Also, Micah Keaton, I gotta say, when he said, I'm Batman, he had such little passion in it that I was like, oh, so you're paying for one of your grandkids at college.
Wait,
okay.
Isn't Ben Affleck supposed to be in this one, too?
Yeah, and I don't know, like, I kind of like Ben Affleck when he's not, like, killing people as Batman, because Batman doesn't kill people, but, I mean, I don't know. It could be fun, but I'm not holding out too much hope for it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then, what was I gonna say, like... Because you said something about Marvel and superheroes. Since, like, Marvel is a part of Disney.
Yes.
Like, some movies that Marvel has announced at Comic-Con or whatever, I have read the synopsis for some of the movies that they plan on releasing this year and the next year. Some of them just don't make sense and are kind of unnecessary, especially the Thundercats movie.
What?
Wait, Thunderbolts. That's what.
Oh, Thunderbolts. Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean to say Thundercats.
No, we both have the exact same expression.
No, guys, hang on. Look,
I love that
Thundercats is
too.
coming to the MCU. This is not a joke. This is true news.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yes. And if anyone says different, they're lying. Yeah.
But Thunderbolts, turns out they're pulling in, like, different characters that have been in the MCU in the past, and they're making a new Captain America with Anthony Mackie in it, but then Bucky's not going to be in it. That's, like, my main thing, but then, like, I don't know, like I said, I'm not going to judge because, like, they just announced the movie and they still have to film it and they have to write it and they have to do all this stuff, so I'm not going to judge it too quickly until I see it, but then at the same time, it just feels a little bit off to, like, write off some of these characters that have been in the MCU for years, and then, to have them be in have him, like, play, like, a substitute character in another film. It just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Hot take, I liked most of the Marvel shows.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't know. I liked I
didn't like all of them.
Yeah.
I did not like Loki, which is my hottest take. I didn't like it at all.
I thought it was poorly written. Like, they contradicted the laws they made and stuff. It was weird.
But I was a big fan of Hawkeye. I really liked WandaVision. I think that it
Falcon
was
and
a
the Winter
good
Soldier.
idea.
Yeah.
My favorite is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so disappointed by What If. I love Love, Death, and the Robots, and I thought it was taking inspiration from that, and it just... I did not like it.
That's fair though.
Yeah.
Like I said, we all have a preference and we all have our opinions, and they are totally respected here. So,
Yeah.
but I want to thank you both for joining me today. This was a very heated discussion. I like it. But sorry, I lost my train of thought. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Deuces.